hello, Danger Nettles, and Hatch is slightly off screen. Anyways,
I am fish.
yeah. Alright, so here's one thing I don't know how to say this new class, but there's actually a new class for SCPs now.
Oh, really?
I'm gonna spell it out, and I'm gonna give my guess on how to say it. It's CERNUNNOS. Oh, thank you, Nix. I'm guessing it's Cernunos. Hi, Charles.
Let's see, how is it spelled again?
CERNUNNOS.
Warning. Do not
N-O-S.
follow the Great Dr. Bright on Twitch. Worst mistake imaginable. I
The first
repeat,
thing I
do
see
not
is
follow the Great Dr. Bright on Twitch.
a character from Smite. I assume that this is a character based on a particular god.
Probably. Basically, this object class means item can be functionally contained, but the Foundation cannot achieve this for logistical and or ethical reasons.
Ooh. Okay.
So, it's kind of like Archon, but it more able to contain.
Cernunnos. Oh, okay. I thought that this sounded familiar. This is a Celtic god.
Ah, cool. Anyways,
Uh,
the first group of
uh,
interests. Oh, sorry, you're gonna say
Go,
something.
go, Google's American pronunciation says it's Cernunnos.
Ah, neat.
Cernunnos.
Yeah, and honestly, I kind of like that object class because there are some
Yeah.
SCPs where it was basically labeled Keter, but this object class would fit a lot better.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, that would be interesting. Yeah, anyways, also, Charles Nix. Hopefully your peak collab went well without me. Sorry, my computer was a shit had a shit fit. Anyways, uh, on to the first group of interests of the night: Midnight Club. Overview: the Midnight Club consists of incorporeal entities such as ghosts and ectomorphs. The Midnight Club consists themselves as human and demands human rights to ghosts while being against psychism and demonics. It was founded in the 1970s and is currently actively increasing its influence in Korea. The Midnight Club is hostile to a handful of GOIs, but is cooperative with most others. The Foundation has come in contact with members of the club several times. However, counteraction against the club is not easy due to the covert and organized nature of their activities. Now, this one actually has a hub.
No way.
And it has a broken image. I actually tried to see if I can find the image. It's broken.
Sag.
So sad. Yeah. Anyways. Alright. Welcome. If you're reading this article, you're probably a new member. Welcome again. We are a late night club. The Night Club is an organization of hundreds of psychics whose members are of different origins, genders, and races, acting with the goal of being protected from outside groups and working together to protect each other. Now you too will be part of that member and join us on a new path after life. Our Late Night Club operates under the following basic rules. 1. The Late Night Club strives to ensure the freedom and fundamental rights to all human beings after death. The Late Night Club is a group of people after death called psychics, i.e. ghosts, and ghosts. I'm pretty sure that's...
I yeah, okay, that's the translation being
yeah.
fucky.
Yeah.
Let's see, what was this? A Korean branch
Yeah.
one? Okay.
Yeah. Our club works for all the souls beyond the members to live a life free from persecution, free from persecution. Okay, so there's another one. And safe
Why
and
is it?
free.
Okay, now I'm guessing that this is intentional. Like they're purposefully echoing.
Yeah. Inspired by that spirit of action, we help our members with unfinished business or projects, or resist and rescue those who are suffering from other mentally abusive groups. Going further, we will act to raise awareness and eliminate discrimination so that the psychic is also referred to as a different human being. 2. The nightclub does no harm to civilians. Some of the civilians who do not know the secrets of the world were family members, friends, and lovers during their lifetime, so the Midnight Club does no harm to them. Any member who violates or attempts to break this rule, or who has become a member of the level that is likely to violate this rule, may be deprived of his or her late night club membership.
Okay.
3. The administration and diplomacy of the Late Night Club is conducted democratically according to the mutual checks of members in the position of director and the opinions of general members. Late Night Club does not have the position of president in the Human Resources Department. The Ministry of Foreign Affairs and the Secretariat are in charge of their respective positions. In addition, the heads of this department are elected according to the votes of ordinary members, since the behavior of the organization is also determined by the most appropriate agenda. Among the proposals proposed by the members, the Late Night Club currently adopts the democratic view of politics created by its members.
Okay.
So.
There's more further down.
Oh, are you a member? This is for, like, writing for the group.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, all the information is up here. So yeah, we do have good things. We get notice about certain things. Departments within the group of interest, as well as connections to other groups of interest. So we got a lot of information on this hub, as well as only one connected SCP.
We'll have to look at that one SCP.
Yeah. Member recruitment activities. When a prospective member dies and becomes a psychic, it is captured by the HR department's magical system, and in most cases, HR department members will find it quickly. HR resources members inform the prospective members that they have passed away and ask if they would like to join the club after formally introducing them to the club. If you wish to join, you can become a member by hearing a brief introduction about you. If a prospective member is a demon or a demon or a demon.
A demon or a... Okay, yeah.
I wonder if it's supposed to be a daemon, because I know, like, daemons and demons aren't exactly the same.
I think they're like the root origin of the concept of demons. Just pulled from Greek myth.
Gotcha. The HR department will carry out activities to restore it to a proper state through dialogue or suppression. When a respective member is in a stable state, the organization is introduced in the above-mentioned way, the member is invited to join. If it is possible to properly return prospective members, we will start monitoring and try to prevent damage to civilians. In the worst case, an anonymous report is made to the National Emergency Management Agency, etc., to suppress any possible catastrophe. Conference room. Base of the Late Night Club, that is, the meeting rooms, are scattered throughout the country and abroad. Most of the space used is converted facility called an abandoned house or a haunted house. This is because the facilities are optimized for maintaining the condition of psychic members. Most of the repairs and maintenance have been completed, so you don't have to worry about cleanliness. There are currently 9 meeting rooms, and they were separated in order to prevent surprise attacks by other groups such as the Foundation. Department and Key Members Guide. Do you want to join the department? Each department always welcomes your help. Human Resources. Human Resources Department is a department that understands the status or location of members and prospective members inside and outside the club and accommodates requests or complaints. From the role of understanding the status and needs of current members and overseeing the members of each department, to the role of an eye to find cases of psychic abuse using our club's mysterious technology and external information. Head of Human Resources Seung Jae-yoon, member of the club's founders, is currently Human Resources Manager. He was 19 at the time of his death. He did not give an exact year of birth or death, but he was alive until 1950. They are usually in the club library or meeting room, and you can easily recognize them because they are wearing old school uniforms. Gakuran. He is usually kind, but due to past circumstances, his personality may change seriously to certain situations, so please understand. Diplomatic Department. The Ministry of Foreign Affairs is a department that oversees the external activities of other organizations and consists of members who are proficient in external affairs or have special spiritual abilities and are responsible for negotiating and acting collectively with cooperative and goodwill groups, collecting data on groups suspected of perpetrating psychic abuse, and in case of emergency, even armed conflict. Ministry of Foreign Affairs. Yu Xiaojin, third Minister of Foreign Affairs. At the time of his death, he was 27 years old and was currently 31 years old. He took possession of another person's body through some unfortunate accident. Mini/external activity is successfully carried out, but he is famous for his picky and strict personality. Correspondent Song Hyun, the Wondrous Library correspondent, university student at the time of death. After his death, she joined a late-night club, and her desire to learn helped her a lot with the club's various projects. Since then, she has joined the Serpent's Hand with the goal of pursuing knowledge and is a member of the Serpent's Hand. I had a feeling they would join them. I had a feeling.
Yeah, this is, yeah.
The second we start hearing a lot of good things, there's like, all right, where's the Serpent's Hand gonna come in?
Yeah, Serpent's Hand's gonna show up. There's no reason they wouldn't be working with each other here.
Yeah.
They're both functionally anomalous rights organizations.
Yeah. Office Department. The Secretariat is a department that plays the role at the back and middle of the club. The department is responsible for the clerical, recording, and communication functions within the various clubs. Since it's essential for these people to use electronic devices, they use Ningbo to connect to the network. Club internal reports are also prepared for being organized in this department. Regular member. Wang Shihai. Soul aged 19, she originally dreamed of being an idol, but she died before she can achieve that dream. And she took up the challenge of pursuing her dream again. With the support of the club, it is unfolding.
Aww.
Now there's nothing here. I already checked. There's nothing there. But external relations. This is the groups they're against, kind of like allied with, and on good terms. All right. Foundation. Threat group.
The Foundation. Foundation. The Foundation.
Yeah. A large, powerful secret agency that kidnaps, confines, and stores mysterious beings like most of its members. They have kidnapped some club members from the beginning of the club and stolen club property, many of which have never been obtained. Currently, we are aware of a task force that the Foundation has organized exclusively to attack clubs. If you encounter any suspected Foundation personnel, we recommend that you hide or run away as much as possible. Yeah, this is the first time, like, I did a quick glimpse of this. This is the first time I've seen a group and just, instead of going, like, attack when you see them, they're like, they're strong, get the fuck out of there.
Well, I mean, like, that's the thing is, like, what are, for the most part, ghosts supposed to do?
Yeah.
Like, I'd imagine the majority of them can't actually interact with the physical all that much.
Yeah. Oh my god, I see them. I didn't fully read a Global Coalition. Oh my god. Global Coalition.
Yeah.
A coalition is of powerful secret agencies. Unlike the Foundation, they unconditionally kill or destroy mysterious beings. Their influence has risen rapidly since 2017, making them a huge threat to our club. We recommend that you hide or run away as much as possible when confronting suspected members of the Confederacy. Oh my god.
Okay.
I was not prepared for that.
What? I mean, that's a very fun little aside from the translation, I imagine. Okay.
I was not prepared to see that. So the Global Coalition is apparently Confederates.
See, that's the thing. It sucks because, like, a confederacy, like, a confederacy, like, conceptually is a good thing. It's just a different type of democratic system, to my understanding. The problem is that the little problem with that is that, similar to the idea of quote unquote national socialists, a particular group of fuckwits decided to name their group after using that word, and now it's always associated with them,
Yeah.
despite like a lot of what they're doing being counter to the meaning of that word.
Yeah. But now I can't stop imagining a bunch of Southern rednecks in Global Coalition uniforms.
Uh, Instead of a U.S. flag, they've got the fucking Confederate flag on it.
Yeah.
We're protecting our culture from the ghosts.
Oh my god. I love that sentence
Fucking,
alone. It's so funny. Anyways, this is
fucking GOC march up to a place wearing Klan hoods.
God.
Anyway,
Yeah, I believe this is another group of interests that we'll get to eventually. I just don't know when. But anyways, Tempest, a threat group. A convert giant that specializes in a number of magical and bizarre machines and vehicles. Unfortunately, they often use psychics to design machinery and artificial intelligence, etc., and often capture good psychics for this purpose. If you discover a suspected case of an employee or stronghold of the Tempest, we recommend that you either flee immediately or report it to the club's human resources department immediately.
human resources department is a very funny way to categorize that section of the group when, like, it's more like ghost resources, psychic resources.
Yeah, I don't know what Tempest is, but I'm assuming we're gonna find out eventually.
Yeah.
Alright. Huey Young Electronics is a small and medium-sized electronics company that spans the bright and the dark, so some of you may have heard of the name before. They produce a number of items with magical powers or designs. Unfortunately, they rarely design psychic devices, but have tried to use some members to do this. If you face people suspected of being a member of Young Electronics, first of all, we recommend that you monitor the behavior and report any abusive behavior to the club's Human Resources Department immediately.
Ghost resources department.
Yeah, they're known as a state group. I'm not sure if that means like they're borderline okay. I'm guessing.
I'm guessing it's like uh like in between being a threat and not being a threat.
Yeah.
Like, they might be good, they might be bad. We don't know.
Yeah. Alright. National Emergency Management Agency. It is a public power organization under the government of the Republic of Korea, responsible for responding to mystical threats. They often clash with the club, but sometimes the club gets help, such as cleaning up a member's situation or calling for an investigation. However, disaster prevention personnel have intelligence and action that cannot be ignored, so they do not take into account being vigilant or approaching too close. Okay. Snake's hand.
I love the snake's hand.
Yeah, friendship group.
Friendship group.
It is a small elite group based in a mysterious library. They are the best intelligence organizations, and their action and intelligence reach out to other worlds. The Late Night Club has been interacting with them little by little and has grown to the point where some of the club's members are working with them.
Yeah, that tracks.
I mean, now that I think about it, they would be one of the best intelligence organizations in the SCP universe.
I mean, yeah, their home base is a font of infinite knowledge.
Yeah. That's one thing I will say, again, to people who don't know. The Wonder Cyber only has infinite knowledge over the anomalous nature. Not like, what's the true meaning of life? That's not in the library. It's just everything anomalous.
Well, yeah, even then, like, the concept of a true meaning of life is such a non-starter.
Yeah.
Like, what is the true meaning of life to who? To what? To when? Like, this is an inherently subjective question.
Yeah.
It's like asking, what is the true time of day? Like, as if, like, there isn't a whole shit ton of options. That's a really bad example, but I think you get what I mean.
Yeah. So yeah, I just wanted to say that in case people who are watching that don't know that it doesn't hold information for everything, just the anomalous.
Yeah.
So that's usually what it gets mixed up with. Yeah. Also, here's another new group of interest. The Midnight Oak Tree Wandering Troop, or known as the Noonday Oak Troop, Friendship Group. It's an assembled based in Taiwan. We have some private exchanges with the Late Night Club for a long time. Currently, we are continuing cooperations such as to join club members. Okay, so they're another Late Night Club.
I guess. Similar club. So I guess what Jerry was concerned about last time with, like, they oppose psychicism, it seems pretty clear now that when psychicism is said there, it's as in bigotry towards psychic.
Yeah.
And they use the term psychic to refer to ghosts.
Yeah, it also could have been like an English translation error in that sentence.
I mean, yeah, but like the way that it worked is like it's speaking of a type of bigotry, which is fair.
Alright, there's only one SCP connected to it, SCP-877-KO. And it's a safe class. Huh?
I was gonna say I can read this.
I was about to say you can read it too, because there's not much words, it's mainly pictures.
Well, okay, I'll read it either way. Okay, item number SCP-877-KO. Object class safe. Special containment procedures. The Foundation temporarily purchased the abandoned school where SCP-877-KO is located. Foundation dispatch agents in the area prohibit civilian access to the location. Description: 877-KO is a men's laboratory located on the third floor of an abandoned school in Redacted Gun, South Gyeongsang Province. Gyeongsang? Yeah. On SCP-877-KO's exterior wall is a screen referred to as 877-KO-1. -1 runs without any power source, and its activation mechanism is currently unknown. Then in picture is screen of -1. -1 senses animals inside 877 877-KO and indicates its location. When a living mammal enters 877-KO, the creature is indicated with yellow pixels on -1's screen. Examples are shown in addendum. Below -1 is a text that reads, Notice them, Midnight Club. Huh. Addendum. Below is the experiment log of -KO. Experiment. A stray cat, Felis catus. I'm sorry, I just always loved the scientific name for domestic cats. Felis catus. A stray cat captured in the vicinity entered 877-KO. No abnormality was observed from the cat. As you can see, there's one little pixel. That's where the cat was in the room, I guess.
Yeah.
D7910 was sent into -KO. Result, there's 4 pixels there. No abnormality was observed, but D-7910 reported that this. Okay, yeah, that has to be some odd translation error.
Yeah.
-KO's inside felt ominous. Experiment. Researcher Kim Domji, Agent Shin Bora, and researcher Shin Woju of the Special Anomalies Department entered -KO for research purposes. We've got 2 bits that are 2x2 lights, and 1 little bit at the bottom that is a 1x2, presumably because that person was very close to the edge of the room. Screen at time of entry, 2-pixel figure as Agent Shin entering. Yeah, okay. Screen during research. No abnormalities were observed. Researcher Kim reported a stench of something rotting. Excuse me. A stench of something rotting. Results. No fluctuations in reality or alterations in physics were discovered inside -KO. How -KO-1 senses what is happening inside is unknown. Experiment. A dead brown rat, Rattus norvegicus, was placed inside -KO. Result, nothing. Nothing's on the screen. Addendum. Led by Site 09K, Spatial Anomalies Department, and the Technologies Department, Destructive Analysis of -KO was done to check its anomaly. Under the removed floor were 59 dead bodies. All of the bodies were in the state of post-skeletonization, and some showed signs of injuries such as bone fractures. The bodies were transported to Site 09K, and identification is underway in cooperation with Natural Paranormal Emergency Service. Agent Shin removing the floor tile to recover the last remaining corpse.
Yeah, I'm not sure if you can
Okay.
see it, but there's a faded, like, object right here. Right next to the red squares. Like, faded
Yeah, there's
object
like
squares.
there's a little faded like little thing there. So I'm
Okay.
guessing that this was
Mhm.
a one of the clubhouses.
Yeah.
Yeah, on stream that faded thing there is not visible at all.
Oh, I didn't know. That's awful.
And I honestly don't know why.
Yeah, it's so stupid. So, I think we pretty much got a good
Which,
idea where it's going.
yeah, I would. Hmm, they have a more rigid structure than things that we've been putting into chaotic, and they're not particularly chaotic in how they go about things.
Yeah.
So I would put them in neutral good.
Yeah.
Like if there was like a thing bordering between neutral good and chaotic good, they'd be there.
Yeah.
We've got a lot of neutral good.
It's
So
better than last than the last list.
yeah, true. Actually, yeah, we've had an abnormally nice ratio of good to bad groups.
So, so does that mean like the international group of interest has more good groups?
Well, no, that's not what that means. We got a better ratio is all that means.
Yeah. Oh look, it was the group of interest that was mentioned before. I see. Does it have any connected?
Nippers.
Oh, it has. Wait, it has 877-KO.
Well, yeah, they worked in tangent with them.
So, wait, is this? Oh, this is the one where the prisoner SCP.
Oh, okay, yeah.
However, I think the thing we might want to look at is the thing that's in the fucking description, the joint statement of December 5th. Anyways, yeah, yeah, the next group of interests is the National Paranormal Emergency Service. Sadly, since it's orange, it looks like their hub was taken down.
But yeah,
Yeah. Alright. Overview. The National Paranormal Emergency Service is a security agency of the Republic of Korea. It is a secret presidential organization to cope with paranormal cases in Korean territory. The NPES was founded per the joint statement of December 5th, issued by the Korean government under the agreement with the Foundation and the GOC. Since the ROK government signed the ROK Foundation Memorandum of Agreement on Anomalies of the Korean Peninsula, commonly known as the Pearson's Memorandum, in 1981, Korea has entirely delegated paranormal security issues to the Foundation. However, the ever-increasing anomalous threats in the 21st century, especially the rise of illegal paranormal organizations, domestic activities, call for a more appropriate response system. The ROK government persuaded the Foundation to establish the NPES and initiated a crackdown mission by listing GOIs from 2018. The NPES is capable of quickly detecting anomalies and deploying on-site personnel, thanks to linkage between government organizations and surveillance assets deployed across the country. However, under the Pearson Memorandum, the NPES does not possess any anomalous objects or technology that utilizes them and are to hand over most of the anomalies they've retrieved to the Foundation. The NPES is a national agency that prioritizes the national interest and public safety of the Republic of Korea. It is also a latecomer that entered the International Paranormal Society belatedly with many restrictions. The NPS aims to benefit from the GOC and the Foundation by maintaining a good relationship with them, but is not wholly dictated by their principles of conduct.
Hmm.
Okay, so it's not long. So you can see
Okay.
what this joint statement is.
Yeah.
Alright. Joint statement of the first round of the tri-party talks. The first round of the tri-party talks was held among the Republic of Korea, Global Cult Coalition, and SCP Foundation from November 1st to December 5th, 2017. Oh shit, this is a lot of fucking names.
Oh my god.
Miss Rio Manoa, Paranormal Security Deputy Director of the Republic of Korea Office of National Security, Mr. Yoon Sung-gyu, Assistant State Secretary of the Republic of Korea Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Mr. Gokusui, Head of the Psyche Department of the Far East Lodge of the Global Cult Coalition, Mr. Abdi Khalil,
Khalil.
Ambassador of the Psyche Department of the Global Cult Coalition, Miss Grace Choi, Administrative Director of the SB Foundation, Korea Regional Command, and Mr. K. Stein Brown, First Vice Chief of the Trans-Regional Intelligence Agency of the SB Foundation, attended this talks as Chief Representative and Senior Vice Representative for each respective organizations. Okay, before I continue, this is odd. Because usually when Foundation does this, at least one of the 05 attends. This is the first I've seen not one of them attending.
Well, I guess the 05 just couldn't be bothered with Korea.
Right. Deputy Director Ryu Minwa chaired the talks. For the cause of peace and stability on the Korean Peninsula and in the world at large, the three parties held in a spirit of mutual respect and equality, profound and practical talks concerning the paranormal problems of the Korean Peninsula, and agreed in this context to the following. 1. The three parties unanimously reaffirmed that the goal of the tri-party talks is to find a solution of the paranormal problems in the territory of the Republic of Korea in a peaceful manner. The Global Cult Coalition committed to not wanting a paranormal military tension on the Korean Peninsula and to deploy assets in a way not threatening to the security of the Republic of Korea, South Korea, and to maintain neutrality as a United Nations organization, and to uphold duties of the Neutral Nations Supervisory Commission. The SCP Foundation reaffirmed that it does not want paranormal military tension on the Korean Peninsula and has no intention to attack or threaten South Korea with atomic, conventional, or anomalous weaponry. I'm sorry, the second I read that, I started thinking about what they did to Japan, and that one joke is me.
We're not gonna talk about the emojis, Bright. We're not talking about the emojis.
The ROK reaffirmed its approval for the Foundation DOC to deploy facilities and personnel in its territory to handle paranormal problems directly, while reaffirming its commitment not to develop or deploy anomalous assets per the 1981 ROK Foundation Memorandum of Agreements on Anomalies of the Korean Peninsula. The essence of 1953 Korean Armistice Agreement Addendum and the 1981 ROK Foundation Memorandum of Agreements on Anomalies of the Korean Peninsula should be respected. The ROK stated that it has the right to handling paranormal problems in its territory. The other parties expressed their respect and agreed to found an anomalous response agency under the ROK government by editing the 1981 ROK Foundation Memorandum of agreements of anomalies of the Korean Peninsula at an appropriate time. 2. The three parties undertook in their relations to abide by the purposes and principles of recognized norms of the paranormal international relations. The GOC and the Foundation undertook to respect each other's sovereignty regarding the actions of the Korean Peninsula, exist peacefully together, and to maintain their relations subject to their bilateral policies. The ROK and the GOC undertook, in accordance to the Narita Declaration, to normalize relations subject to solving the urgent contemporary matters. 3. Three parties undertook to promote cooperations in the field of anomaly response processing and technology development, bilaterally or unilaterally. The GOC Foundation stated their willingness to provide non-anomalous technology assistance to the ROK. The GOC reaffirmed its proposal to provide personnel of 3 strike teams to the ROK on July 19, 2017. The ROK reaffirmed its proposal to hand further anomalies to the Foundation on March 8, 2016. The Foundation reaffirmed its proposal to provide land for 3 professional bases to the GOC on November 15, 2014. 4. The 3 parties committed to joint efforts for lasting peace and stability in the Northeastern Asia and the Paranormal Society. The directly related parties will negotiate a peaceful joint response system and an appropriate separate forum. 3 parties agreed to explore ways and means for promoting security and paranormal cooperation in Northeast Asia. The 3 parties agreed to keep acting on the basis of mutual non-interference until the founding of a stated joint response organization. 5. The 3 parties agreed to take coordinated steps to implement the aforementioned consensus in a phased manner, in line with the principle of the commitment for commitment, action for action. 6. The 3 parties agreed to hold a second round of the tri-party talks soon. And this is everyone who signed.
Nope.
Oh, okay, so there's a little bit more. Alright. How do you see this appointment, Mr. Yoon? Yes, it's quite an achievement. It's a shame that we can't let people know. You did hear what the Administrative Director Shout said after the signing, right? She said we should speed up the revision of memorandum within this year. Is that what you're asking? Yes. Is that good? It is, but on the other hand, it's quite aggressive on their part for setting on such a preliminary agreement. It sure is. The Joint Response Organization of 3 parties, as declared in Article 4, has already been realized in Japan in the form of the JAGPAT, but beneath the surface, there's much backlash. They cooperate for the most part, but they point their heads in different directions. The coalition wouldn't want to be bound to such restrictions to Korea like that, nor would the Foundation want to give up the edge that is already in our territory. Sounds like a tri-party joint front is impossible. No, not really. It's just that this vague situation is what all 3 of us truly want. We all want to get rid of the problems between the 2 parties that we have to solve quickly, while not breaking the balance between the 3 parties. Then concluding without setting a date for a second round of talks. It's for the same reason, Miss Frios, it seems that you'd be in a lot of trouble from now. I've been prepared. We just started now and I can't get tired already. What name are you thinking of the new organization? What about the Presidential National Paranormal Agency Service? What is it? Oh, that's the Green Christopher just say it. So, we technically did go to the other SCPs. Like, the prisoner one was really hard to get much information because it's mainly just talking about the Japanese group of interests.
Yeah, it was kind of hard to parse. So we gotta base it off of what we're told and our pre-existing, shall we say, biases toward nation states, individual
Yeah.
containment agencies of various types. So you see, with this one in particular,
Mhm.
like normally we've been putting these types of groups in lawful evil
Yeah.
because directly associated with one of the major world powers, thus ends up engaging in evil shit as a result. But in this case, considering how interconnected it is with
Oh yeah.
the GOC as well as the Foundation, I'm kind of leaning more towards true neutral alongside the Foundation.
Yeah. I was also thinking that because like they have gone against both of those groups and helped because like it said it and before in Midnight Club that they've helped them sometimes.
Yeah, like, it's just kind of hard to decide because at the same time, like, fundamentally, this group's goal is also to uphold a status quo that is,
Yeah.
in some cases, not particularly good. So,
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess I think I would go for true neutral.
Same. If we had more information, that would be great, but we don't.
Actually, maybe incompetent neutral. All they really do is swoop in and help with cleanup, but they don't actually do any of the containing and stuff.
Ah. See what
Like
you
that's
mean.
left to the GOC or to the SCP Foundation.
So you think incompetent?
It's like it would be a very different usage of incompetent neutral than what we normally do. I'd say true neutral, but
Yeah.
tentative incompetent neutral. Then again, I guess the symbols like one row down from where your cursor is.
Oh yeah, there it is.
Further there you go. It's really hard to try to
Yeah, cause it
give directions.
when I put them all in there, I put it in order, and it fucking Team Raker decided, oh, we're just gonna fucking mix them all up.
Oh, what lovely order you've created. Let me just add in a dose of fucking random. Everybody needs a good dose of fucking random.
So I actually saw a quick glimpse, and funny enough, the next group of interests we heard in Midnight Club.
Yeah, I thought too.
It's the Noonday Oak Troop, which is on good terms with Midnight Club. Alright. Originally, Noonday Oak Troop was one of the bands which was made up of street musicians who performed in Redacted City, Taiwan in 19... Redacted? Note... Oh, that's funny. I like that.
Out.
Yeah. Note says that they can control people's feelings, even natural phenomena, in some cases using their music. After the end of the Chinese-Japanese War, the whole country was devastated. This group and local people had been persecuted, so the troop held in their concerts to encourage people to take part in the philanthropy to help paupers under the motto oppose dictatorship and communism and help people in need. Thereafter, the troop's second generation made an orchestra which, with comrades who agree with them, created some musicals, hosted a world tour, concert, and finally formed Note. Note makes musical instruments with anomalous properties and performs with them In some cases, performers and manufacturers seem to be humanoid SCP objects. Note only used anomalous classical instruments in the early days, but now they use anomalous electronic instruments and equipment as well after the joining of redacted Japanese electronic instrument specialists and redacted Korean personal electronic device engineers. Sometimes Note donates anomalous items to the public in goodwill, but most of them malfunction or even cause harm to people. In these cases, the Foundation cooperates with Note to reduce the damage occurred by the items to prevent the worst situation. Note also knows their circumstances and frequently asks for help from the Foundation. Despite these continual failures, Note doesn't give up and resumes activity. The relationship between Note and Foundation is amicable. The Foundation treats this group as the last place of the caution ranking.
Oh wow. We got a lot of Korean SCPs to look at if we want to look through all of them. We're not looking through all of them.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, I find it like somewhat sad but funny that the description of this go back the that in this description they start out specifically with oppose dictatorship and communism, which is just like, okay, so opposing dictatorship, that's very good. Opposing the concept of communism, which is effectively the ideal of a completely dictatorshipless world, is ridiculous. And to help the people in need, which, yeah, that's again like a more communistic perspective. But of course, this is probably using the botched definition of communism just to mean authoritarian leftist organization.
Yeah. Also, this is probably the first international convention where we looked at where they outright ask for help to deal with their messed up objects instead of going like, "Oh, sorry,
Yeah,
we can give you a refund."
yeah, they're like, for once they're like, oh shit, oh fuck, oh god damn it, the clarinet, it's eating people, help!
Oh my gosh! Now I'm just imagining Squidward playing the clarinet, and all of a sudden it just sucks up SpongeBob and chews him on the bits. What in my head? Don't know why.
Squid plus clarinet equals wood chipper. Or sponge chipper.
Sponge chipper. Alright, so Hatchet, pick a number.
I choose eeny meeny miny mo, catch a tiger by its toe. If he hollers, let him go. You are the very best one, so you shall be it. 1071.
Oh, it's Euclid.
How long is it? Oh, that's that. Okay, I guess I chose a good one because this is stupid short.
Yeah, like how it was right here. He was like, "How long is it?"
Yeah, it's like 2 scroll wheels down and it's over. Okay. Do you want to read it or should I read it since it's so short?
Yeah, you can read it.
Okay, I'll rely on your screen. SCP-1071-KO. Object Class Euclid. Special Containment Procedures. Every new moon, a street magic performance is conducted on the location where 1071-KO manifests. During this event, One personnel takes the role of the magician, while 2 others act as staff members. Additionally, security personnel disguised as civilians are deployed near the site. Description: 1071-KO is an old GC1 series grand piano. The text Mezzo Forte JT is inscribed onto the bottom right of its flapboard. SCP-1071-KO appears at midnight on a new moon. Its appearance is limited to the vicinity of redacted El Mondang Row, Mapogu Sale. Upon manifestation, 1071-KO ascends approximately 2.5 meters above the ground, while while Beethoven's Piano Sonata Number 14 is automatically played in the background, commonly known as the Moonlight Sonata. Okay, yeah. After the performance, 1071-KO instantly disappears from the area. Audio record. Start of log. Oh, an introduction? Clearest. I am Jeong Ji-woon from the Noonday Oak Troop. I don't have my own band yet. Yes, right, the piano. That belonged to one of our people. There should be his signature on the flapboard. Oh, oh yeah, that's correct. The JT after the Mezzofortune are his initials. No, he already passed away. I didn't see him myself. I've heard it from a friend. He said he went busking alone with a piano, like magician themed, those sort of performance, playing while levitating, dancing along with the music and all. There should have been a device that made the piano float inside, probably. Well, while he was doing a dance during a busking session, the what was it? There was an act where he danced under the piano. Unfortunately, the piano suddenly fell down. Well, that's what I've heard. Oh, the thing is, I was the one who checked the piano. There was nothing wrong, no matter how thoroughly I examined it. So I just took away the levitation device and left it there so that the who needs it can use it. Oh, no, nothing out of the ordinary except for that one device. End log. So that's it?
Yeah, that's it of that SCP.
Okay, so the guy possessed the piano or became a piano in the afterlife just to occasionally appear and play the Moonlight Sonata.
Yes.
I can see why this group has some connections with the Midnight Club.
Yeah.
That's okay. That's just kind of a vibe. A sad vibe because the guy's dead, but he's still playing. He's still playing. He's still playing Moonlight Sonata. Why don't
Ouch.
you go ahead and do? Oh, you're gonna choose one. I was gonna say
Yeah.
maybe we should look at the first one in case that's like the most important thing.
Ah.
But we can also read the number 6 there that you picked too.
Alright. Are they all short?
I mean, I am more than fine with a a group of interest whose SCPs are all really short. I am more than fine with that.
Yeah. Alright. Item SCP-048-KL, Object Class Safe. Special Containment Procedures. Most school staff where 048-KO happens is replaced with Foundation agents. All agents must acquire a teacher's license and attain the position through formal administrative procedures.
sounds like there's way more involved in containment for this safe class than the Euclid class. It's just, oh, we have to have a whole bunch of people go through the proper channels to become teachers. In comparison to, oh, this thing shows up in public, but we just have like 3 people hang around to make sure nothing bad goes wrong. Okay, whatever. Just continue. That is an absolutely absurd safe class description for special containment procedures.
Positions of science and career planning are primarily replaced. A standard test for evaluation of aptitude and interest in science and technology should be run for students of the affected school.
Okay.
Subjects of science projects of science-related clubs that score over 70 in interest and under 20 in aptitude must be checked for danger. Also, research process of said clubs must be monitored. All anomalous objects produced are checked per the procedures on a separate document and then discarded or stored depending on their importance. I can't get over the all ages must acquire a teacher's license.
Everyone's got to be teachers. This entire school is just SCP agents as teachers.
Now I'm just imagining this one MTF is like, yes, I finally got to be an MTF. I went through multiple years of military training. By the way, you have to get a teacher's license. What?
It's like, wait, what? Why? We're assigning you to the school. They also have to be forklift certified. Every last one of them are forklift certified. Hey, Zanju.
Hi, Zanju. Yes. Description: SCP-048-KO is an anomalous phenomenon that is generated by some of the end-of-the-year science club projects at a high school located in Redacted. These phenomena happen when the students involved are interested in science and technology and knowledge below a certain threshold. Most of the project's plans covers impossible subjects due to the students' lack of knowledge, such as perpetual motion and computers that utilize a rat's brain. Still, the result... Huh?
I said, okay.
Still, the results show what is mentioned in the plan regardless of the laws of physics. Analysis of previous records indicate that 2 redacted anomalous objects are produced annually. Phase reality alterations that aid in the execution of the project have been observed during the production of the anomalies. The Foundation is closely monitoring for extensive evidence of such reality alterations. When the project faces substantial hindrance, such as attempts to close the science club or purposeful deprivation of experiment material, the anomalous phenomena related to the project subject starts manifesting from within school building. Some anomalies increase the magnitude and range until the hindrance is removed. At first, the anomaly is ignorable, but can grow substantially, possibly causing mass casualties. Interruption from people outside the school staff increases the aggressiveness of the phenomena. The objects have been made for about redacted years as the foundation of the science club, and its amounts to redacted pieces. That's a lot of anomalies.
Haven't all of these redacteds been 2 digits?
Yeah.
So between 10 and 99.
Yeah. Addendum. Document presumably written by the teacher who founded the science club. 19 redacted. Today's reflection after enjoying the busking. Today I saw some street performers who they call themselves the Noonday Oak Troupe. Oh no. At first their music sounded like noise. One of them performed with one of his eyes covered, but audience seemed to enjoy the music calmly. I spent some time listening to it, wondering what might draw their interest so badly to that music. The man with his eye cover seemed to make any noise that he could, but the performers around him followed him, filling in the gaps. The man keeps throwing notes in irregular intervals, and the others catch it, keeping the tune on. At last the music faded, and the man stopped playing, removed his eye patch, saluted us all, and then started talking to the members packing their instruments. I was shocked to see them talking in sign languages. Others were talking by voice, but he alone was using his hands. I didn't have anything important to do that day, so I waited until they finished packing up and spoke to the man. And the other members came and informed me he was deaf. So to put, he performed while being completely oblivious to what was playing around him. He didn't know anything, but he played, trusting his colleagues to the point of being almost stubborn. Let's think it this way. They say knowledge is power. However, if you have that stubbornness that can overcome ignorance and achieve the impossible, then with good help from others, you can achieve something truly marvelous. I am a teacher. As a teacher, I teach knowledge, but I must teach the power of ignorance, too.
What? Okay. So, let me get this straight. This SCP is just a science club that was inspired from the fucking Noonday Oak Troop, whose entire goal is to make the Dunning-Kruger effect flip upside down. Spontaneously, the least knowledgeable become the most competent. Okay.
This group did do something base. They were helping a deaf musician.
That is cool. Like that is a fundamentally cool thing. And then this teacher's just like takes it and says, yeah, therefore we should make a science club where if you are really stupid, but you're interested at the very least, you're interested, that's enough. You're going to make a computer out of a rat's brain. What's this? You don't know what Newton's first law is? Who cares? Perpetual motion machine. Okay. And now let's go read the one that you were going to click on, 416. Please be short. It's another short one.
Is it tree stump?
Why is it just... It's just the stump. I'm starting to really like this group because every one of their SCPs is just something that's fucking cracked out random. Like we've opened 3 SCPs. Thus far, there's been a science club at some high school that inverses the Dunning-Kruger effect. There's been a floating ghost piano, and now there's just a stump in the middle of a park. Starting to wonder which ones are in Spanish. That'd be the ES branch or end.
Yeah, ES.
What? How long until we actually do ES? Oh, I'm guessing we're going in order. So KO, then CN, then FR.
Actually, we can see right here. Let's see. But Chinese, I think we're skipping French because French and Japanese has a lot of information, making it a lot easier to handle those last.
Oh, okay.
Then there's Polish since they're Spanish speaking.
Okay, yeah. So that's gonna be like 5 streams away, maybe, depending on how this goes.
Yeah.
How many more is left in the Korean branch after this?
1, 2, 3, 4.
4. Okay.
Just 4.
Think we can get through this tonight?
I mean, as long as the rest are short. I mean, if probably after
If
this
this is it.
SCP, we're gonna know where we're gonna put it.
Probably. I've got a good feeling about it. Let's see where we're gonna put the goddamn stump in the middle of the park.
Alright. Item SCP-416-KO, Object Class Safe. Special Containment Procedures. A guard searches 416-KO's area of effect for animal corpses once every 3 days. Found corpses are to be disposed of or moved at least 20 meters away from the affected area. Wait, so you just pick it up and move it?
Okay, like cleaning up the corpses, that makes sense. But apparently they had to add this extra thing like, okay, fine, if you're feeling really lazy that day, you can just kick the corpse over as long as it's 20 meters away from the stump. There are no corpses around our stump.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Alright, description. SCP-416-KO is a sweet oak, Quercus dentata, stump located in Mount Redacted, Gyeonggi-do, Republic of Korea. 416-KO shows life signs identical to a regular tree stump and has no uniqueness of its own. 416-KO's anomalous property manifests when a corpse is located within 20-meter radius. Corpses in an area gradually morph into an instrument.
Fucking, you fucking put a dead squirrel on top of the stump, and it gradually turns into a fucking harmonica.
Yeah. The length of this transformation depends on the size and complexity of the corpse. For instance, a regular human takes 2 to 3 months to transform. Which means they had a human corpse sitting there for 2 to 3 months.
Is this a public park, or is this just like somewhere random? They just they felt the need to test with a human corpse in like a public park located in Mount GOI Republic. Okay, so it's on a mountain somewhere. So I'd assume that like it's relatively easy for a random person to stumble across the stump. Okay, anyway. While
an arthropod takes 3 to 4 days.
put a dead June beetle on it.
The resulting instrument is relevant to the victim's life. Human corpses turn into the instrument one can play the best, while animal corpses morph into an instrument that can best mimic the animal's sound.
Oh, okay, that's actually sick. That's actually really cool. That cat turns into bagpipes. Festus, do you take umbrage with that comment? He's not paying attention.
Wait, I just look. It says human corpses, which means they threw more than one.
Well, no, that's not
Oh.
necessarily. It's just like saying in general,
Oh.
human corpses. Wait, hold on. Wait, to know for a fact that it turns into an instrument one can play the best. That probably would have actually had to have done it with multiple human corpses. Never mind.
So yeah, they just placed multiple human corpses in front of the tree stump.
When I die, I want to be turned into a piano.
Yeah. After complete transformation, a piece of vellum appears inside or on the surface if there's no internal space inside the instrument. The vellum contains a musical score for the instrument and a short text. The text includes a letter to someone, victim's name and recipient's name, and the date of death. For animals, only the score, not the text, appears on the sheet. Right. Addendum. Discovery SCP-416-KO was found first found in April, redacted 2015, when a hiker reported a water deer corpse morphing into an unidentifiable wind instrument.
Okay, so it is like on like somewhere near a hiking trail at least.
Wait, so it's on a hiking trail. I just imagine like this one hiker just comes out and just sees a bunch of human corpses throwing the trees up.
Like what the fuck did I just stumble on? There's got to be some really cracked out hiker stories out there.
Yeah. The report was intercepted by the Foundation, and the Foundation field personnel were dispatched to the location. The hiker was treated with A-class amnestics. A search of the site found tiny instruments along to be transformed insect corpses, and 416-KL. Subsequent evacuation of the soil under 416-KL revealed a violin and pieces of clothing. The violin contained a musical score for Niccolo Paganini, Cantabile in D major, op. 17, with the text transcribed below. To redacted. It has been a year, no two, since I last saw you. Trees and flowers face upwards to enjoy the springtime sunlight. I don't know how you've been, but I hope you are doing well. Ever since I left the troop, I have been tuning myself with Mother Nature quietly in the hills. I'm sorry for the lack of notice, but I did so for you. I died today. It's not your fault. It's my choice. Thank you for playing our instruments together. I hope we can tune in harmony again one day. On the day when the black cuckoo, or is it cuckoo or cuckoo?
I think it's cuckoo.
Okay, black cuckoo nurses its babies on the cold riverside from Troy redacted. Incident log first. Huh?
So if I remember correctly, the cuckoo is specifically a bird species that takes to stealing other birds' nests.
Oh.
Hence the cuck. I think they're actually the source of the term cuckolding.
Oh my god. That's funny.
If I remember correctly, at least.
Incident log 416-KL. A patrolling guard reported a male sitting on 416-KL playing a violin. His clothing was identical to that found in an excavation. Reenacting attempts have failed.
Huh.
So, basically, even though they said like sometimes their objects could be dangerous, we have yet to see one that is.
Well, I mean the
science one, yeah.
Yeah, the science one can be dangerous if people outside of the school staff interact with it.
Mm-hmm.
Hence why everyone in the staff surrounding the object have to be SCP Foundation.
Yeah, but I don't see this group as evil at all.
I don't. They can't. Nah, they ain't evil. Probably.
You were saying?
I would probably put them in either neutral good or lawful neutral. Probably more towards neutral good, I'd say.
We can have it right next to the fucking Midnight Crew.
Yeah, perfect. Put them next to their friends. Put the possessed piano next to the club for ghosts.
This is definitely one of my favorite groups of interest. Serpentine is still my number one, but still.
Well, yeah, but this one's fun, even if their ideological underpinnings are somewhat incoherent at the start.
Just like every SCP is just so absurd.
It's fucking tree stump that turns dead things into instruments, floating ghost piano, and inverse Dunning-Kruger effect science club. And that one wasn't even that one wasn't even actually the group's fault. They just accidentally fucking inspired it.
Yeah.
Like they were just playing music, and then this one fucking science teacher is like, "Oh fuck yeah, I'm gonna do that too." Probably get some of his students killed.
Alright, so we actually have an SCP in the description this time. So that would definitely be the
Yeah.
first one. Alright. Plugsoft. The Plugsoft is a video game company, oh no, that produces anomalous video games. The last one, I forgot their name, but remember what it did to people.
Yeah, I remember. We don't need to talk about it.
Yeah, I know. I'm already getting a bad feeling.
I hope it's not evil video games. Maybe it's anomalous video games that just like act as antidepressants.
They were first detected by the Foundation in 20 Redacted during an investigation into the case of 185KL. This company is known to sell their games on the online game mall Redacted. The Foundation has been failing in all attempts to access the shopping site by unknown causes. Although the Foundation... Huh?
I was just going, huh? Go ahead.
Yeah. Although the Foundation has chased Plugsoft through various means since first contact, little is known about Plugsoft. The only source of information on them is the company's personnel and SCPs who appear in the Foundation facility for activities called the Bug Fix. Most arrested personnel rejected a statement and automatically vanished away, so the Foundation only gained information from the personnel that Plugsoft intended to influence reality. According to the research on the video games by Plugsoft, there seems to be not a few gamers who are playing these games. The attempt to find the game players has been fruitless to date. Some of the games are significantly dangerous, so the Foundation pursues that Plugsoft does not pursue in a positive way. God damn it. Plugsoft creates games belonging to various genres, such as PC games, console games, mobile games, and board games.
Those aren't. I guess it could be using genres in a different way because translation, but like those are platforms, not genres. Whatever.
Also, board games are not video games.
Yeah, they just like they just occasionally like sometimes they get tired of programming, so they create a new version of chess.
Oh, they created. Oh, wait. They created a new type of Monopoly where you actually get sucked into the board game.
They created a new type of Monopoly where it exited the game and entered real life, and that's why capitalism exists.
It's actually Plugsoft uses AI to make NFT games. SCP Foundation.
I don't like it here anymore. I don't like it here anymore.
Anyways,
I want to go home.
Plugsoft seems to have a space warping technology or more, but their technical limitations are unknown.
Space warping technology known as AI that's been used to make NFT games. Okay.
Alright, let's see what's the one that's in here. Oh, we have an archive as well as the new one.
Let's just read the new one.
Yeah. Alright. Item SCP-185KO, Object Class Euclid. Special Containment Procedures. It is prohibited to access the version of 185KO that has amalgamated itself into this document.
Oh, that must be the archive document.
Yeah. 185KO is a threat to the Foundation database. No other special containment procedures are required, and experiments with 185KO are strictly prohibited. Description: 185KO is a web game titled The Twilight World, which can be classified as a web visual novel. But it has since amalgamated itself into this document and into the Foundation's database during the redacted experiment. All attempts to remove 185KO from this document have failed for an unknown reason, and a revision succeeded in hiding the subject. Identifying and tracking the creator of the 185KO was again unsuccessful except for discovery of the nickname Bloodsoft. Consequently, there's suspicion of correlation with 975KO, which has been deleted.
Give me a sec. I need to respond to someone in DMs.
You want me to continue reading?
No, just give me a sec. I need to actually be able to pay attention.
So, how you doing, Zanju? Dying on the inside. Other than that, fine. There. No problem. Yeah.
Okay. They're good to continue.
Okay. Alright. When started, the protagonist wakes up inside a complex with another dimension. And the final goal is to free a monster. In the meantime, the player has to search several rooms to find clues. However, there exists a variable named monster. Said monster is described as an average male without a mouth, eyes, and nose. This individual will attempt to chase the protagonist. If the player is caught, the game ends, and the player will be damaged at the spot the monster has attacked the protagonist in the game. His injuries are in most cases fatal, and most subjects who lose the game die instantly.
Do I say it?
Sure.
Do I say it, Bright?
Sure.
If I die in the game, I'll die in real life.
This is just...
SAO soundtrack starts playing.
Yeah. It would be funny if it started playing that soundtrack after a person dies.
I still hold that the best thing about SAO is its soundtrack. Everything else is just mid.
I really like the first season. The second season was like okay, and I didn't even finish the third season.
I haven't watched the third season, and it's funny because my opinion is the exact opposite. The only way Kirito became interesting as a character is when they depicted him with severe trauma.
Oh my god! I mean, yeah, I didn't like that part about it, but like, yeah.
Like in the first season, he's just kind of a nothing burger.
Yeah.
But in the second season, they actually give him more characterization, or focus on characters other than Kirito.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah. Afterwards, what happens to be traces of the subjects who have died instantly started appearing inside 185KO in the form of notes.
Oh, great. Oh, just fantastic. It's not just if you die in the game, you die in real life. It's after you die in real life, you just become a note in the game.
Oh, that, I think, yeah, this is basically exactly what I think Arcadia would do. I think that's the name of that group. Because they have thrown people on video games too, so they're basically doing the same thing.
Bro. SAO, except when you die, you become an NPC.
If the player achieves 185KO's final goal of escaping, the website will close itself automatically. No additional anomalies can observed at the point in time. Oh, quick deviation. I think the first season was better when I saw the abridged version of it. I was laughing my ass off.
Well, yeah, no shit. The abridged version is like a completely different story. It's not even full out, I think, because it's like a fan project.
Yeah, I really loved it. It's funny as shit.
It is very funny.
Yeah.
The chocolate axe, but you can call me Tiffany.
However, the title of 185KO has changed to
Huh. Okay. Good to know.
185KO, formerly known as the Twilight World.
Yeah, so the name of the game changed from the Twilight World to SCP-185-KO.
After it was
My name is Clyde.
After it was amalgamated into database, researchers are assuming that 185KO is a program which is able to adapt to its macro environment. In environments after 20 redacted, the subjects witnessed a sudden distortion of the title screen while playing 185KO. The subject then started twitching and shouting "Game pause" before turning into an anomalous entity resembling the monster described inside 185KO. The monster shows several remarkable physical abilities and capabilities, and consequently, all 10 research personnel have died. By the time a whole task force arrived and attempted to breach the test chamber, the monster had disappeared.
Bro, what the fuck?
I said Euclid.
Well, because
Oh, right, because it can't break out.
yeah.
Also, never mind. I forgot. I sometimes forget. Anyway.
How long have you been doing this?
Fatal error.
Oh, okay. Classified document.
Classified document. The following page has been classified on 20 redacted. No personnel can access the following page. An MTF will be deployed to the personnel who have attempted to force access this page. Fatal error. It's an actual game.
Oh my god, this is sick.
You can
wait. Hold on. Give me the fucking link right now.
I did not do anything. I just saw it move.
Yeah, that's a thing. Give me the link. Give me the link.
Okay, hold on. Jesus Christ.
Give me the link. I want to look again.
I'll put it in here. So this is definitely a game I'm gonna do on a stream eventually. I put it in the chat.
I see. Open link.
I didn't know this would actually. So, sadly, we don't have time to play through the entire game.
Okay, so. Oh wait, no. This is like a. Oh my god! It's a choose your. It is a game, but it acts like a choose your own adventure thing. Like if you click on the start button, it goes to other documents with like choosing different doors and stuff.
Oh, this is sick! I would love to do this for a stream. And get,
we need to do this for a stream.
And get like multiple different endings. This is sick. Okay, 185KO is definitely one of my favorites. It's not the only SCP that is a game. I forgot its number. It's one of the original generation, like the first generation, where basically it's like an ARG game. Like you play it and you have to use the document to get codes and information.
Gotcha.
I played it way near the beginning of my channel. It was fun.
Well, I guess that's not quite an ARG. It's similar to an ARG because like that has ARG elements, but like the thing with ARGs is that they have actual stuff that players have to go get physically.
Right.
like to further immerse the story into reality.
So yeah.
Like
Mhm.
like my first thought is like with Everyman Hybrid. Before the end, they were literally having uh players in the game like actually go out and publicly say speeches from the game for the game to progress, and like sharing videos of them saying these speeches in front of a crowd of people.
So yeah.
But anyway,
This is some. Wait, I realized when it does that glitch thing, SCP-185-KO changes to a different text.
wait, it does?
Yes, it does. It changes. Can't read it quick enough, but I know. Oh, it changes to game break. I saw that. It says game break.
Ooh, that's cool. This is okay. This is fucking sick. I'm putting this in my SCP stuff folder.
Yeah.
We've got to play this together on a stream at some point.
Oh yeah.
This is awesome. Like actually, like where do we have? Oh, we don't have the uh we we don't have the fucking
License.
author.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking
Yeah,
too.
maybe it would be that in like the original untranslated version we could find the author, but then it'd probably be in Korean.
Yeah.
But
like this is.
oh, this is actually awesome. I love this.
Yeah. So this is the second
Okay.
SCP game I found that's connected to an article.
Yeah. Okay. So back on topic for like
Yeah.
Plugsoft. Their first thing is a game that kills you and shoves you into the game. Do we have any other SCPs from them?
As well as it did an active attack against the Foundation.
Right. Yeah. It also turned one of the people playing the game into the monster from the game, who murdered a bunch of people and then vanished.
So we have three
Ooh.
more.
013-KO. That sounds nice.
Oh, it's long.
Well, it's kind of long.
So let's see if we can get a shorter one.
And I was looking for a shorter one.
617 KO. It was originally Keter.
Bucket.
Now it's
This
safe.
is my favorite place to go to.
I see. How long is this
Pregnant
one?
so many times.
Thank you for the raid, Giraffe Plenty.
Oh.
Pontifex. I hope I said your name right. Not long.
Pontifex. Giraffa Pontifex.
We appreciate. We're looking at groups of interest and then ranking them. So yeah, this is not long.
Or excuse me. Okay.
Oh my god. Okay. I want to read it mainly because of special containment procedures. Alright. Item 617 KL. Object class safe. Special containment procedures. SCP-617 KL does not require any special containment procedures that directly require human resources.
Well, okay.
That's it.
Okay. Normally, like when it's something like that, they'd be like, "Oh, we keep it in XYZ locker
Yeah.
on site, redacted." That's where it is, and that's the containment procedures. But no, this one's just like, nah, we're not gonna tell you. We're not gonna tell you where it is, but nah.
Yeah. Alright. Description: SCP-617-KO is an artificial, extra-dimensional space originated from a group of interest known as Plugsoft. The entity is filled with objects inside, including ordinary items such as coins and glasses, as well as living organisms and redacted. Living organisms inside 617-KO appear to exhibit no notable metabolic activity. Each object present within 617KO is designated as -n, where n is an arbitrary natural number. -n possesses the property of instantaneously vanishing as soon as it's described, regardless of the description method. For example, a wooden bag designated as 617-KO-103 was found to have disappeared even before documentation was completed, as the responsible personnel remarked, a bag made of wood, just before official record keeping. It has been confirmed that a critical number of -n instances have disappeared. New instances gradually regenerate. However, the exact threshold of limitations of this regeneration remain unknown. As of 2022, the correlation between 617KO and Plugsoft is under investigation. History: 617KO was first detected by the Foundation Information Network around January 2021 during an experimental procedure involving SCP-redacted KO. At the time, only the existence of 617KO was confirmed, yet the distinct anomalous qualities revealed through analysis data attracted the Foundation's attention. Later, around June 2021, it was confirmed that the entity had no relation to SCP-redacted KO, prompting an extensive investigation regarding 617KO. However, the results revealed that the entity was far more anomalous than the Foundation had initially expected. Honestly, I have no idea what this is. Despite the insignificantly small dimension size, it gradually stabilizes instead of quickly collapsing like other bubble dimensions. Yet the relative space and redacted show it is a subordinate bubble dimension of our universe. This could only mean one thing. Somebody initially created it. Omitted. Investigation intentionally created it.
Yeah.
Investigation shows that there are a lot of random artifacts inside the dimension. These range from mundane objects, from chairs or ballpoint pens, to weird unidentifiable creatures, and according to the investigation team, materialized abstract concepts. Foundation formally designated 617KO and began documenting each other within an entity individually. By around December 2021, approximately 500 objects have been recorded, and the operation appeared quite successful, at least temporarily. However, during a subsequent free investigation of the interior of 617KO, the Foundation was confronted with an unsettling discovery. Nothing. No signs of anything from 617KO-1 to 516. Of course, theoretically, the catalog of 500 objects can be entirely wrong, but considering the cognitive hazard immunity of some of the personnel involved in the documentation, such an error seems unlikely. My anecdote is that the objects have disappeared. Omitted. Worse, the number of objects within 617KO has exponentially increased. What was previously around 600 is now in the thousands.
What? Okay.
In response, the Foundation conducted hazard contamination tests on personnel involved in the documentation of -N, but all individuals tested negative. It was later confirmed that the -N instances have disappeared immediately after being documented, leading to discussions initiated by the designated personnel. Numerous high-ranking Foundation officials, including Redacted, also participated in these discussions. Discussion was a complete mess. How -N disappeared seemed like something entered our universe through the 617KO document, backed by previous examples. In hindsight, this was a complete overreaction, but then it was a horrifying possibility to not only the designated personnel, but also the high-ranking officials of the Foundation. While considering the fact that numerous conceptual extra-dimensional anomalous entities such as SCP-redacted-KO were bugging the Foundation, such a reaction was very justified. We didn't want another Foundation site to be redacted in seconds again. Excerpt from the memorial of Professor Seong Ayan Chao.
That redacted there is kind of funny to me. because we all know what the implication of that redacted is. And it's that that site was redacted. Redacted has a dual meaning right now.
Yeah. Following the discussion, 617KL was reclassified as Keter, and research efforts were initiated under the leadership of personnel from the Department of Conceptual Studies. However, contrary to expectations, no conceptual or variable-related anomalies were identified within the entity. The only notable finding was that 617KO is directly connected to our universe and exhibits fundamentally different characteristics compared to our extra-dimensional spaces. Due to this, research on 617KO saw no meaningful progress until the site intrusion incident in 2022. Interview expert.
We got an expert at the interviews.
Yeah, Chi Wu Kwok. State your identity. Person of interest, 617KO. Hello, ma'am. This is redacted from Plugsoft Customer Support. So, you're from Plugsoft? That is correct. I see. Why did you break in here? Excuse my trespassing. I came to give information about the service you are using. We apologize for the lack of prior communication or notice. That service? Are we using it? Just a second. Briefly rummages through the file in his hand. Yes, it says so here. However, it says you are using it through an invalid route. Well, that's why I'm here. Care to elaborate? The SCP Foundation has used our service through an invalid route since February 23rd, 2021. Hence, you haven't been enjoying our game properly. This is a problem on both ends, so we would like to provide you with a guide. Please continue. Of course, the service you're using is Game-2, the Plugsoft typing practice. We don't know how, but you've been using the service through an invalid route, creating many problems. So in gratitude for the enthusiasm the SCP Foundation has shown for our product, we would like to offer you a legitimate version of the typing practice program for free. I'm sorry, but I don't think we're using such a service. One second. The document shows you call it SCP-617-KO. What? Omitted. So it wasn't even described why it's classified as safe now?
No, it's classified as safe because it's literally just a typing program where people see a thing inside this extra dimensional space. They type it out and describe it. And that causes it to disappear from the space because they typed it out.
Yeah.
The game is one of those fucking typing typing games for kids. Except the Foundation started using it and got extremely panicked because when they do their thing of thorough documentation to a thing that reacts like this, their first thought is, oh god, we're gonna die, I guess.
It's text
called
adventure.
a text adventure. Yeah.
Hey, at
So
least
that's
didn't
like
kill anyone.
yeah, that's like a significantly less terrible thing than the first SCP. What about the next one?
7, 6, 2. Wait, it just reverse numbers.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah, how long is it? Okay, it's not long.
Not too long. I am gonna be honest, I'm getting really tired.
Okay, so we're probably gonna end it off with this one.
I think I kind of have to. My head's not good.
That's fine. We did get through a couple.
Yeah, sorry that like it seems like as of late I end up needing to go early on these streams.
You're fine. Alright.
Yeah, something about thinking about these just wears down my brain case.
Yeah. Oh yeah, by the way, next Monday when I figure out what my overtime's gonna be, I will then plan when I will do a no stream day where I will be playing Vita Carnis, the entire series, in my Discord server.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'll actually be there, but okay.
Yeah, it's basically Analog Horror is one of my favorites.
Yeah, fair.
Anyways. Alright. Item SCP-716-KO. Object Class Safe. Special containment procedures. All satellite images of the area where 716-KO is located are manipulated to prevent them from spreading to civilians. A false notice is posted to prevent the object from drawing attention from the outside, designating the area within a 7-kilometer radius of the object center as a nature reserve, thereby prohibiting access to prevent the object's exterior from being spotted by civilians. Artificial fog is created around the area to construct visibility, and in the event of climate events, such as typhoons, access routes are blocked under the pretext of civilian evacuation.
Obstruct visibility, not construct visibility.
Oh, shit.
There's like your dyslexia there just like inversed the meaning of the statement.
Oh, apparently this is in Russia. Directing people elsewhere. Flight paths of nearby passenger planes and other aircraft within Russian airspace are redirected, citing severe weather conditions.
There's always a storm here. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. Personnel inside 716-KO live alongside the inhabitants within the object, hereafter referred to as 716-KO-A, and are always prepared for disturbances from the residents of Section E. When building materials are lowered through the central passage of the object, water sheets or boards are used to guide them to the desired location, ensuring that only designated personnel such as construction workers or cutters handle the materials. Only essential equipment is to be carried when accompanying maintenance personnel, and actions beyond the permitted levels should be avoided. Alright, description. 716-KO is a building located in the Ivankivsky district of Krasnoyarsk Krai, Russia. I'm not even gonna try and say that. With the exact location disclosed only to authorized personnel, each floor is a square shape with an area of 9 kilometers square, and as of writing of this report, this building's height reaches 87 kilometers with a total of 17,085 floors, and is expected to grow even taller. Despite its extreme height, reaching into the thermosphere, the area of up to 200 meters from the outer walls maintains the same air composition and temperatures as the troposphere. When the object is situated, the building has a mixed-use structure with sections divided into commercial and residential areas and a central passageway of 400 meters squared, and a square shape runs through every floor. The following information describes the different sections of the object, with floors rising or new sections appearing as the building grows taller. 401-3, Sector A. Lobby and information desk. A description of each floor, maps, and building guidebooks are placed here. 442-2107, Sector B. Fishing Sector. The entire sector, excluding the passageway, is full of seawater where various fish species are being farmed. The exterior wall of the buildings is made of semi-transparent mirror panels, adjusting the amount of light that reaches the... and it cuts off. God damn it, translation error.
Well, okay.
We'll never know.
I see. Also, that's a lot of fucking floors just for fish.
For 2,108 to 5,102, Sector C, production sector, everything that falls under the industrial products category is produced here. All factories here are at least half automated. For 5,013 to 7,820, Sector D, farming sector, crops, fruits, vegetables, and animal products are produced here. For 7,821 to 8,821, Sector E, residential district, the lower class -A instances inhabit this sector. The sector has the highest number of residences per floor and the smallest area per residence. It is also the worst managed residential district, making it a home for frequent crime, which causes disturbances to the whole building.
Classism. Great.
For 8,822 to 11,029, Sector F, residential district, middle class -A instances inhabit this sector. The average number of residences per floor is 2,000. This place is otherwise insignificant.
So we got lower middle class floors separated by, or not separated by, but they're separated from the upper class floors with storage sector. Here coming up.
For 11,030 to 12,127, Sector G, storage sector. Food and supplies for all the building residents and personal properties of Sector H residents are stored here. Some Sector H residents own entire floors for personal use. Some have up to 5 floors. Most of these floors are only accessible via private elevators for Sector H residents.
I see.
For 12,128 to 15,380, Sector H, residential district, upper class -A instances inhabit this sector. The average number of residences per floor is around 100, but sometimes tens of floors are owned by just 1 or 2 people. Residents here are not bound by any restrictions, some even participating in human trafficking that occurs in Sector E. Some have connections with operation personnel in Sector I, exerting their influence throughout the building.
Why is this building just reconstructing fucking over the top goddamn capitalism? Why?
I don't know. For 15,381 to 15,385, this is the smallest sector. Or one of the smallest sectors.
Yeah.
Sector I, management sector. Here are the document archives, the CCTV control room, and a management office. There's also a building owner's private room, which is always locked tight, spanning the entirety of floor 15,385. Floor 15,386 to 16,485, Sector J. Commercial and entertainment sector. These are all existing types of commercial industries, including grocery stores, hair salons, and clothing shops, and certain floors are densely packed with entertainment facilities such as clubs, entertainment venues, and bars. Alright. Okay, so floor 60,400. Huh?
Let's say, and it's fucking got zoning laws too. All the fucking all the recreational stuff. You have to fucking go from your fucking poor residential area all the way up to like several thousand floors if you want to go eat at McDonald's.
Yep.
Great. My favorite thing in the world is zoning laws. I love overdependence on cars.
Floor 16,486 to 16,620, Sector K, Medical Sector. Originally part of Sector J, a separate sector was established as medical facilities became specialized. So you have to climb thousands of floors in order to see a doctor.
Yeah, scroll back up a little. So, let's see. Residential District F is the lower class. So between
No, that's
7,000.
middle class. Sector E is lower class.
Oh, you fucking moved it enough that my brain went bleh. So, to go up to get medical attention, you have like the fucking lower class folks, if they're even allowed to go get medical attention, they have to fucking go up at minimum. Let me bring out a calculator. To get medical attention, at minimum they have to go up. Let's see, management sector, commercial, medical sector. 164 minus 8821 to get medical attention at minimum, and there's a lot of wiggle room here. They need to go up 7,665 fucking floors. What the fuck is this dystopian ass building? Again, that's assuming they give medical attention to the lower class, which I wouldn't even be too surprised if they didn't.
Yeah. For 16,621 is to 16,680, Sector L, Research Sector. This is where the development and research of facilities for the entire building take place. Since the Foundation's containment, 2 new sectors have been developed here. Wait to start studying the Foundation.
What?
It says, since the Foundation's containment, 2 new sectors have been developed here. I'm just assuming they started studying them as well.
I don't know. It's not stated that, but
Yeah. It would be funny if it was. Like, oh, you're gonna study us, we're gonna study you.
nah.
For 16,681 to 17,073, Sector M, Leisure and Greenhouse Sector. The outer walls in some floors are made of reinforced glass. 2 of 3 floors are combined in some areas. For 17,074 to 17,085, Sector N, Construction Sector. Construction is carried out using materials lowered from above. For -1 to -302, Sector Omega, I believe that's what simple is.
No, that's not Omega. That's.
No.
Let me go look it up. Great.
Oh, right, yeah, that's not Omega. I was thinking of it. I don't know why I said Omega.
Let's see. I think that's just a lowercase alpha.
Alpha. Sector Alpha. Underground floor, still in development. There are 20 general elevators, 5 freight elevators, 3 private elevators, 2 staff elevators, and 9 emergency stairwells within 16 KL. The general elevators can access all floors except the management sector, while the freight elevators operate between sectors B, C, D, and J. The private elevators are exclusively for residents of Sector H, and the staff elevators have access to all floors, but require a staff card for use. Dash A refers to residents living in 716 KL, who all exhibit human appearance and characteristics. However, unlike regular humans, they grow at an accelerated rate and appear with basic knowledge without the need for formal education. Their lifespan is approximately 3 months, and they display a variety of ethnicities. Additional residents are either born from other residents or spontaneously appear in vacant rooms within the residential sector. Residents typically go from sectors B, C, D, or J to perform their respective tasks to sector N to engage in construction work. Building management personnel are assigned to each floor and automatically respond in case of incidents within the sector. So they don't even get to celebrate a birthday.
Either that or they celebrate their birthdays on the hour? Like the birth hour?
Yeah. In Sector N, construction is carried out using building materials generated 30 meters above the top of 716 KL. These materials appear as 4 1-meter cubic concrete blocks combined with 7 different types. These materials are spontaneously generated in the sky and descend at a speed of 10 centimeters per second. Construction workers drag the materials to the assembly area and attach them directly, but the materials becoming fully integrated with the building and impossible to detach. Before I continue reading, I started thinking of Tetris when I was reading it.
I was thinking of something similar. Oh my! This is just a fuck. They just casually created a game that is like a tower where all the little peons have to go up several thousand flights of stairs or up the elevator to go and place the Tetris bricks where they need to go. And then they go back to their miserable lives and probably starve to death at the age of 2 months.
According to Foundation architecture experts, while this method may be suitable for primitive standalone houses, the ground on which the building is located is not very firm. The foundation has not been adequately laid. The building's reliance on brick construction also results in lower durability than conventional buildings, and due to the building's extreme height, it would typically be highly susceptible to wind. The design doesn't account for vibration, so the building should have collapsed around the 50th floor under normal circumstances. However, since the Foundation's discovery, 716 KO has never collapsed except for damage caused by internal accidents.
Mm.
Occasionally, materials are sent through the central passage for internal repairs. The entire floor disappears if a floor block. It's fucking Tetris.
Oh my fucking god. It's literally just fucking Tetris.
Entire floor disappears if floor blocks. It's the city materials that obstructs the central passage. Oh my god. The -8 residents of Sector E have used this method to remove their sector or other sectors, resulting in 1,302 floors disappearing thus far.
What happens to the people in those floors? Do they just vanish? Do they just get sent to the fucking shadow realm?
Occasionally, all objects and facilities within the building freeze for 1 to 2 minutes or warp to another floor. However, the frequency of these occurrences has gradually decreased since the Foundation began observing the phenomenon. Addendum. Documentation. Huh?
I was muttering to myself. Continue.
Alright. Addendum. Document discovered inside 716 KL. -A residents of Sector E took the residents of Sectors F and H hostage. They occupied Sector C.
No, what the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck is going on? Residents of Sector E. What Sector E? Is that the lower middle class?
That's the lower class.
Floor?
It's the lower class.
That's the lower
yeah.
class. So they took the residents of the middle and upper class hostage. Okay.
During the standoff, Foundation personnel and building management teamed up to handle the situation, but one of the Foundation members was suddenly warped to the private office of the building owner in Sector I. According to the member's testimony who returned to Sector B, the private office appeared as a regular personal office. With no one inside, on a desk in the office there was a panel with 6 tab menus labeled Status, Development, Management, Facilities, Construction, and Settings. The panel displayed the current status of 716KL when the status tab was selected. The member was also reported finding a document in a drawer, which they copied using a nearby copier and returned. Meanwhile, the electric stun grenades that the agents had during the standoff with the -8 residents suddenly changed into standard shock devices.
Okay.
Oh my god.
It's just,
Build a building! Do you want to own your own building? Stack the blocks that come down from the sky and create your very own building? Raise the residents inside and watch how they live their lives? The taller your building gets, the more you can upgrade each facility and the more you play, and the more magnificent your building will become. Patch note 4.42. To validate a designated medical sector, users that reach 70 meters will automatically have one generated on login. Open basement floors, contents will be added soon. For solar system plan and special edition users, fix server stability issues from version 3.92. So does that mean there's buildings on different planets?
I guess.
Added 15 new contents to the greenhouse sector. Added 18 new fish and livestock species to the production sector. Diversified action patterns of building residents. Adjusted overpowered management personnel NPCs. Fixed bug where certain items sold in the shop giving excessive amounts of cash. Users who have exploited the bug will receive disciplinary actions such as account termination. Which does that mean the building will be taken away?
I don't know.
leave,
I don't know.
leave any questions about the patch or bug reports at the URL below. We strive for a better build a building every day. Thank you. Build a building GM Kamaski Q&A www.redacted.plugsoft.co.redacted. The Foundation attempted to retrieve information through the address provided in the document, but the other party requested a serial number and user information for the game. The contact attempt failed. So instead of build a bear, it's build a building.
This is horrifying. This is awful.
I can't tell if they're worse than Arcadia or not.
They just spontaneously created actual living beings for this trash mobile game. This sounds like a mobile game.
Yeah, I'm not sure if it's worse when this one person who was gonna help, I think it was like help with this court case prove the innocence of a person for this child who was no touched, and Arcadia put them in a video game for all eternity.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if it's worse. If this is worse than that. I can't tell who is worse, Arcadia or Plugsoft. Like, Plugsoft is definitely going in the evil category.
Yeah. As a side note, at the very least, personally, I find it very annoying to like refer to very serious things with such like
Right.
childish language.
Yeah, sure.
Like we can just say SA. We can just say the initials. But anyway, I'm gonna say neutral evil.
Yeah, I'll go with you on that. Just
They're
what
not
the
quite
fuck?
chaotic. They're not quite chaotic enough to go all the way down there. They're not quite lawful enough to go in there, and they ain't incompetent. They're making these quote unquote games, but this is just
I still can't decide who's worse, Arcadia or Plugsoft.
in terms of like the actual real life people that have been harmed, probably Arcadia,
Yeah.
but well, not actual real life people, like real life
Yeah.
people in the SCP universe.
Mhm.
But like Plugsoft has like its own level of fucked up in the fact that it's like spontaneously creating sentient beings just to force them into the hells of capitalism for their tiny, meaningless little lives. Just for a game. They're just doing what we do with code, except it's a real fucking thing.
Hey, at least in the document it didn't say that it was only just one race of people. There was multiple races.
Yeah, they have diversity at least. Oh god, so imagine if they just went the fucking KKK route and it's just nothing but fucking white characters.
Oh my god.
The darkest skin tone is peach. So how many did we do tonight?
Let's see, we did
Stay
1,
4?
2, 3, 4. Yeah.
Yeah, 4.
Sure, so we have
Yeah.
1, 2, 3 left for Korean.
Yay! Oh, stretch! My head killing me.
The next next group of interest is the fitness, healthcare, and sports group.
That could go really bad really quick. If this is the gym bro, if this is the anomalous gym bro group, I don't want to have anything to do with it.
Uh-oh. They pose a significant threat to the Foundation's veil policy.
Oh, that can be good or bad. The serpent's hand also poses a significant threat to the
Let's
veil.
see. Oh, this group follows a strict hierarchy and possesses advanced paranormal technologies and forces. Destruction of the paranormal ecosystem caused by their indiscreet poaching of spiritual wildlife, along with connections to criminal organizations and bizarre fitness goods that are too conspicuous for civilian eyes. That's why it's a severe threat.
What? What the fuck? Why are the gym bros poaching? Why are the gym bros poaching animals?
Spiritual.
Who gave the gym bros gun? Who gave the gym bros ghost guns?
So, I believe this group would conflict with the Midnight Club.
Well, yeah. Obviously.
I just find that funny. I was like, oh, why is a significant threat? Severe threat.
I just... Anyway.
Yeah,
I did not need anomalous gym bro poachers in my in my headspace. That's not something I needed.
Oh, Jerry. Okay, I'll read it to you because you came right as we're ending.
Oh, did Jerry come right as we were headed off?
Yeah, I see their message in chat. For next Thursday, it'll be that Sam Dae-shion follows a strict hierarchy that possesses advanced paranormal technologies and forces. The destruction of the paranormal ecosystem caused by their indiscreet poaching of spiritual wildlife, Along with their connections to criminal organizations and bizarre fitness goods, they are too suspicious for civilian eyes, pose a significant threat to the Foundation's veil policy.
Jerry says, "What? I've been here. I just
Ow.
don't know what a poacher is."
Ow.
Poacher? I was thinking, I was saying Jim Bro poacher. Or a paranormal poacher? I don't know. My head hurts. You're good, Jerry.
You're good, Jerry.
Well, I am glad that the Ghost Club did turn out to be a very good thing. We like anomalous rights organizations.
Granted, basically any group of interest that seems to team up with a serpent's hand tends to be a good group of interest.
That's like that's genuinely a very good rule of thumb. Like if they work with the anarcho, like the anarcho anomalous organization, they probably got some good stuff going on, generally speaking.
Yeah.
They've probably got some based stuff.
Yeah. Anyways, does Jerry have any last words for stream since they're in here? Oh, I'm sorry, Jerry.
Oh, I just closed the stream.
They
What
said their
did you
head
say?
hurts.
Ah, that's fair. Both our heads hurt. I'm sapping some of your head hurt into my head hurt. So that maybe your head hurt a little less.
Oh my god. Yeah, Hedge, do you have any last words for stream?
When in doubt, launch several chickens out. I don't know.
I remember a time where you went on for quite a bit of time doing the last words just to annoy me.
I mean, I could if I wanted to.
No. Anyways, Danger Noddles. Tomorrow I'll be doing Pow World. Oh, and Jerry, just so you know, me and Hatchet found out one of the SCPs that we, looked at today for a group of interest. It was actually funny, the last one. It basically is a choose your own adventure game within the SCP wiki. So that's gonna be a string within itself.
At some point.
Here. So yeah, tomorrow I'll be doing Power World. And as well as tomorrow I'll be working on some things, so there won't be a YouTube stream. There'll be one Sunday, but tomorrow I'll be working on some things, mainly because I have to finish editing some stuff, as well as make some thumbnails. So yeah, so it won't be till Sunday you get a YouTube stream. But anyways, treat this person with kindness. They're part of the same Twitch group, Twitch team I'm in. Let's see, and this.
お兄ちゃん、I have a dick.